नमस्ते बिटिया, सदा खुश रहो। Myself, Dr. Alka Jain, Associate Professor in the Department of Community Medicine, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I welcome all of you in digital session, and the topic for today's digital session is indicators of health. Now, why the indicators of health are required? The first one is to measure the health status of a community. The second one is to compare the health status of one country with that of another. And the next one is for assessment of healthcare needs. Another requirement for health indicators is for allocation of scarce resources, and then for monitoring and evaluating the of health services, activities, and program. So these are all the points for which health indicators are required. Indicators means the indicators who indicates the status of health of a community. And by measuring of these indicators, we can state out the health status of a community. By measuring the health status, we can compare the health status of one community from another community, from one country to another country. And after measuring the health status of a country or a community, we can assess the needs, especially healthcare needs of a community. After assessment of needs, especially healthcare needs, we can allocate resources which are scarce for them. And now, after allocating resources, we can monitor and evaluate of health services, activities, and program. Now, the characteristics of an indicators. The first characteristics of an health indicator is it should be valid. That means they should actually measure what they are supposed to measure. The second one is they should be reliable and objectives, and the answer should be the same if measured by different people in similar circumstances. Next is it should be sensitive. They should be sensitive to changes in the situation concerned. Specific. They should be specific. They should reflect changes only in the situation concerned. And next is feasible. It means they should be feasible, that they should have the ability to obtain data needed. And they should be relevant. That means they should be contribute to the understanding of the phenomenon of interest. So these are all the characteristics of an ideal health indicator. Now these are the list of different types of health indicators which indicates the status of health of a community. And health indicators should be valid, reliable, and objective, sensitive, specific, feasible, and relevant. And these indicators are mortality indicators. Mortality means death. Morbidity indicators means disease, illness. Next is disability rates, nutritional status indicators, healthcare delivery indicators, utilization rates, indicators of social and mental health, environmental indicators, socio-economic indicators, health policy indicators, indicators of quality of life, and many more other indicators are there. Now first one is mortality indicators. What is mortality? It represents the traditional measures of health status. And in mortality indicators, there are different types of indicators. And the first one is CDR. This is crude death rate. And it is defined as the number of deaths per 1,000 population per year in a given community. The next one is expectation of life. The average number of years that will be lived. An increase in the expectation of life is regarded inferentially as an improvement in health status, and it can be considered as a positive health indicator, and it is also considered as a global health indicators. IMR, this is infant mortality rate indicators, and it is the ratio of deaths under 1 year of age in a given year to the total number of live births in the same year, usually expressed as a rate per 1000 live births. Means पर 1000 लाइव बर्ड्स में कितने बच्चों की डेथ हुई. बच्चे मीन्स मतलब इन्फेंट. इन्फेंट मीन्स अप टू द 1 year of age, and it is one of the most universally accepted indicators of health status, because it indicates the health status of a mother also during her pregnancy. Because if in during the pregnancy, if the status of a mother status of health of a mother remains good or very stable, then she will born a healthy baby. And of course the infant mortality will go down. Next is child mortality rate, and it is defined as the number of deaths at age 1 to 4 years in a given year per 1000 children, and it is related to insufficient nutrition, low coverage by immunization, etc. Next is under 5 proportionate mortality rate, and it is the proportion of total deaths occurring in the under 5 age groups, and this can be used to reflect both infant and child mortality rates. And these indicators, both above indicators, this is IMR and child mortality rate, are comes along. Next is MMR, maternal mortality rate, and it accounts to the greatest proportion of deaths among women of reproductive age. Means death of a woman during her reproductive age group, during pregnancy and after the childbirth up to the 40 days. Then next is disease specific mortality rate, and mortality rates can be computed for specific disease, for any specific disease, either it is for communicable or non-communicable disease. Now the morbidity indicators, and these indicators supplements mortality data to describe the health status of a population. And these rates are incidence and prevalence, notification rates, attendance rates at outpatient departments, OPDs, health centers, admissions, readmissions and discharge rates, duration of stay in hospitals, spells of sickness or absence from work or school, etc. Now disability rates. Disability rates related to illness and injury supplements mortality and morbidity indicators. And the commonly used disability rates are event type indicators, that means number of days of restricted activities, and second one is bad disability days, and the third one is work loss days within a specified period. So all these comes under the event type indicators. And the second one is person type indicators. Mainly it is specific for any specific event, and the person type indicators is for specific for a person. Means suppose typhoid patients. In event types, a typhoid can be taken as examples, and a persons means the different persons who are suffering from typhoid disease or any particular disease. Some persons require more rest days in comparison to others. So it is a in person type indicators. The first one is limitation of mobility, means confined to bed or house, and limitation of activities Basic activities like eating, washing, dressing, going to toilet, etc. Next is Sullivan's index. It is calculated by subtracting from the life expectancy the probable duration of bed disability and inability to perform major activities. And it is one of the most advanced indicators. HALE. It is a health adjusted life expectancy. HALE, HALE is based on life expectancy at birth but includes an adjustment for time spent in poor health. And the next is daily. This is disability adjusted life years. And it is a measure of the burden of disease in defined population and the effectiveness of the interventions. Now, nutritional status health indicators. It is a positive health indicators and it consists of anthropometric measurements of preschool children's. And this is weight and height, mid-arm circumferences, heights and weights of the children at school entry and prevalence of low birth weight. So it indicates the nutritional status of a children's. If the rate of growth is going normal, then all the measurements like weight and height and mid circumferences are under the normal values. Now next is healthcare delivery indicators. Frequently used indicators of healthcare delivery are doctor population ratio, doctor nurse ratio, population bed ratio, population per health sub-centers, or population per traditional birth attendant. Now, utilization rates. Proportion of people in need of a service who actually receive it in a given period, usually a year. Utilization rates give some indications of the care needed by a population and therefore the health status of the population, such as immunization, deliveries supervised by a TBA. This is trained birth attendants and methods of a family planning, etc. So the rate of utilization indicates how many people are utilizing the services provided by a government. So this is all about the indicators of health. And if you have any queries related to the sessions, please comment in the box. And this session is powered by Digital Virgin 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Thank you so much.